The first ball's been balled. We're in the second game for the day between Ruby Homes, Tilicho Titans and Capella Save Foxundo Strikers. The first game's been done and dusted, and here we are. The second ball, the batsman has defended the ball. We have Om Prakash and Prasant Bishta right in front of us in the middle of the crease. And Tej Chand, the opening bowler, he has delivered 3 balls, just conceded 1 run. And there's a chance, just fall shy of the fielder out there. Tej is a bit disappointed, but can't do much about it as well. It's a bright sunny day here in Expert NPL Season 4 at Punch Bowl Oval. If you are nearby, please visit us. Here we have a strong presence of comedy on the ground. Joins me, Lochan, as my co-commentator.
Thank you, Asis. Yeah, beautiful day. Perfect condition to play cricket. Mild breeze, not so strong, but can make a difference. Brilliant cricketers providing us all this entertainment, and thanks to our technical team for such an effort to bring this game live and making it possible for us to communicate and connect with you guys out there at your comfort of your couch, or could be your bed, or maybe just having a sneak peek every now and then while being at work. Whatever it is, we are thankful that we have this opportunity to connect with you guys through this broadcasting. Asis has been a great companion in this journey so far, and we do hope that it's only going to flourish much bigger and further. In comes the next ball. We have Bohra running in, same impeccable line and length. It's not even a mere subtle difference between the deliveries, but Avinash Bohra, that's what he brings in the game. On the other hand, we have Prasant Bishta on strike, who is known for his shot-making skills, especially around mid-wicket and mid-on. And this is played towards the deep square leg, where there was a fielder available as a protection, and very well fielded, kept it to only a single, and this brings another amazing batsman to this strike.
Om Prakash it is, and he is a firepower out there. Avinash delivers the next, couldn't capitalize much on it. Om Prakash, jersey number 100. He got out for a golden duck off last game, and maybe that's the reason he wanted to play it safe for that ball to be defended. He has solid technique against pace. What we are going to see next from him is also some quick singles between the wicket, because he's a steady starter and he plays like a pro.
Om Prakash. Second delivery from Avinash Bohra to Om Prakash. Golden duck last game, but anything can happen in the first delivery. Second delivery on the pads and just flicked it towards the short fine leg, where the opener bowler Tej, who is very Tej, does the cleaning job. Ball goes to the keeper and then back to the fielder. He's getting ready. The bowler running back to his mark. Nice day, beautiful people around. Oh, piece of a delivery. That caught the outside edge. Won't go for a boundary, doesn't have that bigger legs, but still kept it for a single.
Did indeed. Prashant Besta, he's the opener for Ruby Homes Tilichur Titans, did an excellent inning of 37 of 19 balls on his first game. However, was outcaught. Hopefully, the same fate doesn't return for him. We have prominent batting lineup for Ruby Home Tilichur Titans, and just as we speak, a very soft dismissal for Om Prakash. He could not read the ball, just top aged and caught out. Avinash Bora, he manages to secure the wicket on his very first over.
We have seen this last year. I can feel it. It was a perfect action replay of what he bowled last week. Last week, he bowled a delivery that went away, and just one delivery that nipped back in. Batsman was squared up on his pads and was out LBW. Today, it just went through to that shot. That was inevitable. Bohra is known for his amazing control on length and line and delivers every time. What a bowler. Again, just like last week, he gets the breakthrough in his first over.
It was a tough one for Om. He struggled and it was clearly visible. 8 balls. He managed to score 1 runs, and it was clearly visible before getting caught and bowled from Avinash Bora. The third over for the game, and we have Sanjay Bhatta, who is a right-hand batsman, in for Ruby Homes Tilichur Titans. Lochi.
This can be scary. Pace running in swing, no. Just holds the line, so he is bowling against the wind. Every bit of this weather condition, the pitch condition, the downward slope, everything suggests a right hand straight arm bowler would bowl into the wicket and in the stumps. But he's bowling away. How is he managing that? Very smart. That is an expected delivery. He has a protection there towards the deep square leg for that shot. But he's just managing to take those ball away. The first delivery hold its line. Second delivery went actually away. One of those has to come back into the stumps. Oh yes, towards the pad, but he has a short fine leg who does a great job to even keep that as a dot. That was troubling. That had a good knack from that bat. But did not have the legs because fielder was right there standing saying, no, you're not going anywhere. Go back to the keeper. Throws it to the keeper. Tez running in for the next delivery.
That's picked up and towards the boundary where there are 2 fielders underneath. They are able to hold the ball and send it back to the wicket keepers and only manage to secure 1 run. Sanjay Bhatta, he has been prolific on the first game. His stats are amazing. He just doesn't only score but stabilizes the innings as well. Builds a partnership. If we look into it, 20 runs just of 22 balls on the very first game where he was a part of 51-run partnership with Besta. He plays a key crucial roles, and Ruby Homes Tilichur Titans would be really backing off him, whereas Kapela Say Foxunder Strikers needs to get rid of him quite quickly. Oh, just missed everyone. They have an appeal and it did not. It's a bowled out. It did not miss. There was not a miss at all. It hit straight up to the wicket and the bails have gone off.
Exactly, all those deliveries that kept going away, and then there was one in his armory with the wind, with the downward slope. All he has to do is bring that one delivery that looks like it's going away, but it comes back straight. It nipped back in a little and it hits that off stump. What a bowler. Tez just showcased us how a prominent bowler like him can bring the beauty of Test cricket into T20, because let me clear it. Batsmen weren't being able to rotate the strike. They weren't scoring much runs. He bowls all these deliveries previously, everything going away or holding its line. But one delivery that just came in and batsman wasn't ready for it. Nice setup, Faze. Well done. In comes the new batsman.
Is Harjas Singh. What a terrific season this has been for bowlers specifically. It has been gem of ground to be bowling at. Bowlers would be licking their lips. Harjas Singh next. He is going to be another key player for Ruby Holmes. He scored 24 runs off 18 balls, faces the first delivery. Gone past leg, flick towards back. Does not symbol anything. The umpire unsure if it touched the bat or the pad.
No runs taken. And most of it, that must have pitched outside leg stump for a left-hander. So the appeal for the LBW was out of the window. Umpire signals that is around, or at least pitching outside leg. On strike now is Prasant Bista. On the other end, bringing his second over is Avinash Bora. He troubled Prasant Bista a little before. What is in the bank for us?
Avinash Bora is in the bank for us. Avinash Bora is the safe deposit. Avinash Bora delivers with interest, and there he goes. Right, or just fall shy of the field out there. There was an opportunity that he wanted to create, didn't carry much to the fielder. Avinash did an amazing job on his very first game as well, where he bagged 2 wickets, and he would be eyeing on very much established Prashant at this moment. Prashant hits it off the ground. There are 2 fielders running behind the ball. They are able to secure 2 runs.
That's typical Prasant for you, Asis. He's quick on his feet, goes onto the back foot, and he's good on the pull shot. So he will be playing that square leg shots in the square leg area where either you actually set up a field and then ball that delivery, he will pocket you. Either he's going to hit 6 or he'll get out. He has to play that shot. He is quite informed with those short deliveries onto his pad. He plays it towards that area. So bowlers can capitalize about it. Avinash Bora is amazing in terms of his consistency from last week's performance to this week. Capella is actually, every time they're coming into this game, be it a morning game, nicely done, tucked to the leg on for a single. But yeah, Avinash, coming back to Avinash Bora, he has been amazing, especially because 2 weeks in a row, he has played this significant role, along with, of course, Techan, who actually gets that. He understands the level of cricket that we play here. He brings that years of knowledge and experience into this game, and Avinash Bora brings his camaraderie into this game, and they share this opening bowling partnership, which looks so threatening. Now the delivery on the pads, Harjas just played it towards the mid-on. Wouldn't be any. Oh, there is a quick run. Good running, good call by Prasant Bista. That means fielder will throw towards the long end, towards the keeper, and Harjas gets home just easy. So good running between the wickets there. Some positives, and still they have to. Ruby Holmes still is the Titans. They cannot lose a game in 4 overs, Asis. There's a long way to go.
Absolutely, it's a long way game. We cannot decide anything in 4 overs, like you said. Avinash Bora, no wonder he's the death over specialist. Yorker and cutters are in his arsenal, and he's there for Kapela Seifoksundar strikers. He would be the key player today as well, like he was in the last game where he played a crucial role in maintaining team success for them as well. We have Harjas Singh and Prasant Bista in the middle. Both of them are equally capable in terms of going for high range shots. It is Avinash Bora who completed his over, and both Avinash and Tej have managed to complete 2 overs each. It's 10 for 2 at the end of 4 overs. Comes in Tej again, and with his bullet attack.
drifting down the leg side. This slope is sometimes also disadvantageous, especially for a right arm bowler. Always when you're bowling into the stumps is what you do. In swing delivery is what is your strength. It's quite hard to maintain that length, but no harm done. Just a single. The field is set for him. This is quite smart field setup as well. So we should call upon that good bit of a captainship from Piyush time and again. Of course, the bowlers are of that quite a bit big capacity of an experience and the quality, and it's amazing to see the Avinash Bora and Tej Chand just 2 weeks in a row they have run through the wickets, run through the batting order of opponents. Oh, this is chipped in the air but safely done because there's no fielder in the long leg area, no one inside the 30-yard circle at least. So, and they have been quite capable. I mean, we're almost into the end of fifth over. I mean, at least halfway through that fifth over. And 12 runs is what they have managed to score. And T20 needs runs to be scored, and there should be something to defend. But maybe batsmen are waiting for this to change, the pair of bowler. Again, of course, if somebody is bowling like these deliveries that Tej is doing, and it's not an easy job, Asis. Very easy to say as a commentator for us, but I mean to be there and then to play that pace, that unclarity of that bounce from that pitch, and then what they can swing, which sometimes are in number of inches. It's hard.
That is correct. A bit of a drift towards the leg side from Tej at this occasion where the umpire has signaled wide, and rightfully so. But talk about the raw pace and the seam movement that Tej delivers. It's lighting thunder. Look at that. Look at that into the body of the batter. The batsmen have no idea on what go-to shot he would be wanting to go against this bowler, particularly Tej, with this amazing pace that he carries and the movement across the line that he has to offer.
Indeed. And there is a deep third man and deep square leg. So like that, he plays that. It falls short of the deep square leg, but he has the field set up for that. And similarly, for anything outside up stump or anything nudging those edges, big edges, top edges, when he comes down the wicket, he has a deep third man. So beautifully field set by the bowler and the captain, Piyush Gautam. He has done well. 2 weeks in a row he has led this team. And of course, with the help and the camaraderie of these two players, brilliant players, Tej Chand and Avinash Bora. And Piyush just looks like at ease. That faith, he can put that in terms of number of experience, in terms of number of years of experience that is there, in terms of maturity, in terms of the knowledge, abundance of the knowledge that they have in the years they have played cricket. They understand cricket much better. And this is exactly what is in the showcase. But now we have a bowling change. It could be Yogi, but we will confirm with you soon. Batsman on strike is Prasant Bista, and yes, it is, as I guessed or tried to make it right. It was Yogendra Karki. Brilliant bowling, even in the previous game. Batting also. He won the game for the almost. What can he do? He was just short of a half century. A brilliant 49 runs scored in the last week's game, where he took his team almost home, but job well done. So now he takes up on the responsibility of bowling in the power play. Fuller length deliveries, no room or no space to get underneath it. Brilliantly bowled. On strike is Harjas, a left-handed batsman. Assis.
Where is the firepower, Lochan? Where is the firepower? Is it all going to be the low-scoring thunder thriller, or are we going to see some firework from Harjas and Prasant in this game today?
Now, Assis. First ball, this over, Harjas. Oh!
That's it.
My
Top
goodness.
of the wicket. Bale
My
score.
goodness. Batsman was completely squared up. Harjas had no clue whatsoever. did not read that delivery to do any tricks up in him. But Yogi, my Yogi, amazing bowling from Yogi, and he delivers with the ball as well. What an asset for Piyush to have in the team, where he gets the starts from Bora and Chand, and backed up by somebody like Yogi. That was amazingly bowled. Another wicket falls. 15 for 3 now. 5.3 overs. Ruby Homestead Titans won the toss and chose to bat. Are they regretting it already? Or is the captain here to prove a point? I see Hemant. He has walked much sooner into the crease compared to what he did last week. This is the captain telling us, I want to lead from the front. Let's see. Assis, I think there is a story of bravery unfolding here. I don't know how influencing it will be, but Hemant Acharya, the captain of Ruby Homestead Titans, is on strike. Ladies and gentlemen, Yogi runs in.
And then he just flicked that towards the fielder who cuts it short. Doesn't let Hemant open up his account yet. Hemant, I think he is absolutely capable for the firepower that we are talking about. 70 not out at his highest run that he has scored. Yogi delivers. Hemant runs in for 1 run. They are not going to capitalize it for 2 runs. I think at this very point in time, they are looking for some stability. They have to build in some partnership. They are looking for some runs before they lose another wicket. And Prashant and Hemant in middle of this crisis is someone that they are not going to be lingering around with in terms of letting loose of the wicket. Yogi runs in. Prashant just flicks it towards no runs offered. Got short and sent it back to the wicketkeeper. End of the over 6, where we stand at 16 for 3, and a brilliant showcasing from Kapela Safe Oxunda strikers.
Piyush, every time he has brought a bowler, he has taken a wicket. That's what we saw in that stats just before. 6 overs bowled by 3 bowlers, and each one of them has a wicket. That's how you complement your role. That's how you support your captain. So well done to the frontline bowlers of Kapela Safe Oxunda strikers. Now we are on to the second stage of this second game of NPL, Expert NPL, ladies and gentlemen, season 4. We are into the second week and the second game of the day. 16 for 3 in 6 overs.
Hemant Acharya, he did pretty well last game, 15 of 15 with 1-4 strike rate, but was dismissed, caught out. He's a very composed player. If you look into his last game, he was very calm and composed in between the field. He rotates the strikes, especially towards the lower order. I think he has stepped up today, especially in the dire need of the team. But he's the skipper who is very special. He steers the ship the way it means to be, revolving around the iceberg that he can see in front of him. And today, at 16 for 3, that is the iceberg that he needs to navigate well around. He cannot let his ship sink. Hemant plays across, 1 run. Om Shah, the bowler, in.
Assis, you are quite into the literature of cricket now, and I'm loving it. In just mere 1.5 week, or we're into that later end of that 2 weeks, you have just already started to create things in cricket. That's such a nice
Learning from the best Lochan.
That's a big compliment. I would be thankful, but that's a little too high for my standards. But yeah, of course, you have been amazing, Assis. I should call out all the as we get along in NPL, we look at each other's growth. We look at how even as us as an organizers, I mean, there was times when we would dream of any reality where we would be watching our level of cricket live, and from that to um, here in 2025 where we are live broadcasting with live commentary, and people from different facets and different industry are coming along, making their important time and being part of such a festival. I like to call NPL as a Nepalese cricket fraternities in Sydney's festival, and sometimes even the borders goes beyond. State there is a ball up in the air, Tate Chand with the bucket hand, and of course, as I said, a bucket is so big that it doesn't drop, and Tate didn't either. What a performance by Capella Sefoksundo strikers, and a prized wicket of Hemant Acharya by the veteran. Whoa, not so old to be called veteran, I guess. Om Shah has been in this fraternity of cricket for quite a while, but the way he can contribute in the team with his expertise in the bowling, he is a very foxy customer when it comes to bowling, and he is very good at what he does. And we could see that in the previous delivery where Hemant Acharya lost his balance, couldn't get under the ball that he thought he was, and that created a false shot, not so easy to hit. And Tate Chand, he doesn't let anybody take another chance. He's too good in the field, and 2 weeks in a row we could see that. Assis,
That is right. Taze was so calm, so composed. Right in front of us, he stands out here. He was so composed while taking that catch. His cap fell off. He didn't care. His hair was flying on the air. He didn't let that bother him. He just was looking into that ball like Arjuna was looking into the eye of that fish, and he grabbed it. Grabbed it rightly so to dismiss off Hemant Acharya, the captain of Ruby Homes Tilicho Titans. And I don't understand why. The shot was there, but I felt like that was a half-hearted shot out there, because it's Sunday afternoon. Are the batter, are the team members in so much of a hurry to conclude the day that they are just giving away the wickets? It's 19 for 4. What's the hurry? Stabilize, build a partnership, rotate the strike, go for non-risky shots. While we say that, Om Shah steps in for his next ball.
down the leg side for the left hand batsman. Is it a tactical step from Tilicha Titans? Saroz Karki, who is on strike at the moment, the new batsman, is somebody who batted much lower in the last game. But now, because there is a left armour bowling, is this the strategical move by Ruby Holmes Tilicha Titans to counter the left armour, send the left hand batsman? That is very much similar to what we will be seeing in Cairo live today, Asia Cup, India versus Pakistan. And that's what Gautam Gambhir likes as well, a left hand batsman and a right hand batsman. Assis, I have already taken this conversation to Dubai, man.
You have been flying across, and that's the reality of how the commentary works, the imagination, where it flows you, how it takes you everywhere around the world, while we sit in the studio here commentating on expert NPL season 4 right in front of us, unfolding Ruby Homes Tilicho Titan versus Capella Sefoksundo Strikers. And a big shout out to the technical team who is delivering such an amazing, awesome live experience for us. Sitting here in front, and which is hard task. The batsman, Prashant Bister, goes off. There is a fielder out there to the protection, cannot kiss the boundary. The ball is sent back to the wicketkeeper. That's the end of 7th. They are 22 for 4. Some black cloud looming ahead for Ruby Home Tilicho Titans. They should work hard. They should keep the momentum going. They should build a partnership. Saroz Karki, Prashant Bister, it's on their shoulder right now to be carrying this ahead, to be ensuring that the team has enough runs on board for the bowlers to put up a fighting effort, for some Much required effort by the looks of it. At the end of seventh over, if they are going to go the same way, things really don't look very good at their end. Ladies and gentlemen, and all our live viewers, we are here at Punch Bowl Oval in Expert NPL Season 4, where Yogendra Karki is delivering his next. Just blocked it. The wicketkeeper grabs the hold of it, cannot steal any run. Yogendra Karki, look at that figure. What a sensational over from him. The very first over that he bowled, just 2 for the wicket. And now he's delivering his next. Oh, he attempts the shot, kept it low. Wicketkeeper missed it. They have managed to grab a quick single. That signaled by. Does not go to the batter's account, but goes into the team total. Saroj Karki, Prashant Bista. Prashant has already played 23 deliveries. He's at 12 at the moment. He's ongoing. He knows the condition. He knows what it is like, what the pitch is like, how the pitch is talking to him, what the pitch is signaling to him, what the ball is telling to him. It is time to capitalize on signs. Saroj Karki faces next, flicks it across to the fielder, and they are able to sneak in 1 run right in there, which brings Prashant Bista, like I was talking about, 23 deliveries already done, 12 runs that he scored out there. The team, though I want the partnership to be building on, but Prashant should also start stepping on the gear to keep the scoreboard ticking as well. They cannot let Kapela Sefoksundo carry on. The attempt is there, but still, Yogendra is still on top of the batter. He's not letting the batter free their arm the way that they would like to be. Now,
Welcome back. 8 overs, 24 for the loss of 4 wickets. Sorry, 25 for the loss of 4 wickets. Prashant Bista and Saroj Karki are trying to build a partnership. Saroj Karki on strike, 2 runs of 3 deliveries so far. Omi Saha bowling his second over, already got a wicket off his first over. Saroj Karki would be lining a left-hander, and with the wind actually supporting Saroj to play a straight long-on shot. Will he take a chance with the long-on? No, the delivery is outside off stump. He plays it towards the short point. Point does the job. No runs scored. Omi goes for another delivery. Saroj sets it up but couldn't open up. And that would be a single towards the mid wicket. Good bit of a fielding there. Omi has been very economical in terms of his bowling and managing to squeeze the run rate. And every bowler that has come as a change bowler, be it Yogi or Omi, they have been very effective. That is a very good shot, straight. That is a very safe shot in cricket. Taze does the cleaning job and they take up on his arm for the 2 runs. Very good running between the wickets there, and this is the need of the hour. They need to score runs, they need to score big. The left-hander has to take the opportunity against the left armour because Omi will find it hard. This brings Prasanth Bisht on strike. He has spent enough time in the crease. 28 deliveries already faced. What he needs to do now is rotate. Get single runs. Do not play dot deliveries. Now what he must think is there's 11 and a half overs left. Play the next 66 deliveries for 66 runs. So that means they will be close to 100. 2 good overs, Assis, and that means there is a good total in there. And this is how cricket can also be understood, is where Prasanth Bisht can start. He cannot overcorrect 17 runs of 29 deliveries. But what he can correct and what is in his hand is changing the future. Every delivery he plays, play for a single or occasional boundary. That means your team will start on the positive side. A wide call, a rare scenario where Omi strays outside off stump. Assis, 1 more delivery to go, 31 for 4.
Yes, and I think you're talking from the batsman perspective as well, and at this moment they need a bit of compassion as well. But if we talk from the ball, he's gone big, he's gone high, there's a fielder, but falls short, cannot hold to the catch, just falls short in terms of the ground for him. Oh, there's an overthrow. The bowler, fielder, everyone needs to be aware of what's happening. They cannot leak runs like this, and especially in instances like this where they have built the momentum, where they have ensured that they have restricted Ruby Holmes in just 32 runs. They need to ensure that they don't let them step on it as well. So from Kapila, Sefok Sundar strikers perspective, they need to ensure that they need to keep the momentum going. For now, it has been an amazing effort from them to restrict them to 31 for 4 in 9 overs. But for them to capitalize on it, to ensure that next 2 wickets fall in quick succession, they need to ensure that they put some pressure on the existing batsmen as well. They need to ensure that the tactics that they follow on from here needs to be a bit aggressive from the bowling standpoint as well. Dipendra Thapa is the next bowler in. Dipendra Thapa is someone that I was looking forward to having a look in today's game because he plays some crucial role in terms of setting the game in the way that they want to be. Last game, 4 overs, 3 wickets that he bagged for 20 runs. That is an amazing achievement. Just a mere economy of 5 runs and over. He broke the key partnerships that was there. He was the cause that the bigness was restricted to 118. He was the man of that hour, and today he's in there bowling his first over for the game where he can be a massive threat to Ruby Holmes, Stilicho Titans.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, there might be a slight change because we can see for some reason Dipendra cannot bowl this over. Umpire has shown they want 1 more ball left in the last over to be bowled before there is any opportunity for Dipendra to come bowl. But we'll see what will happen in the next over. But there is 1 more delivery to be bowled in this over. No, it actually it's not. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. There is 9 overs. New bowler is ready to bowl.
No idea.
Last ball came on.
Good afternoon, everyone. Once again, if you are following us live in any official broadcast, we are here both in Facebook and YouTube. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Expert NPL's Australia Season 4 powered by Piranha, and we are here in this exhilarating match between Ruby Homes, Stilicho Titans, and Capella Seifoksunda Strikers. Just a quick acknowledgement to our broadcast partner, Silahiti Broadcast, tournament title sponsor, Expert Education and Visa Services, official partners, Astute Finance, Hamro Jamgot Restaurant, Versatile Property Services, Sage Home Loans, Property Connect. Thank you so much, amazing supporters. Sakcham Dhakal is the next bowler in who has completed 5 balls, and the last ball has gone past now. End of 10 overs. Ruby Homes Stilicho Titans would need to look into their figures because they only drinks break from Punchbowl Oval in Expert NPL Season 4. Momentum for Ruby Home Stilicho Titans, where Ruby Home Stilicho Titans need to step up and deliver. Saroj Karki, Prashant Bista, both of them are well set at the moment. Saroj has faced 12 balls, whereas Prashant has faced 30 balls. They need to ensure that they capitalize on standing this long in between the wickets. Taze delivers his next. It's a bit wide. Could not strike it clean, and the ball reaches to the gloves of the wicket keeper. The last over, this is for Tej Chand, and he has 3 more deliveries to offer. And the batsman hits the top edge. There's the fielder underneath and grabs the safe hand of the fielder. Tej does it once again, grabs the wicket off Saroj Karki. He was struggling, and the bowler and fielder capitalized on it. I don't know what's going on. The fate has it all for Ruby Home Stilicho Titans. They are in a bit of a hurry. They cannot be losing and giving their wickets like this. They need to work on the temperament, the tempo that they set on this inning. I know they are a bit of short of runs, but they cannot give their wickets away like this. Ruby Home stands 36 for 5 at 10.4. Taze strikes again. Taze does what he does always. Taze delivers when the captain asks him to. On the last over, on what probable would be, looks like a total of around 70 or 80-ish at this point in time, but you never know. Cricket's a funny game. Anything can happen. The tides can turn in any time. We don't know what's going to happen next. Next player in is Subhash Shah. Subhash Shah, he needs to read the pitch. He needs to look into what's happening. He needs to understand what the team requires of him. He needs to ensure he does not give away his wicket just like the other batsmen have been giving away. He can do that because he scored 25 of 25 in his last game. Tej goes in again, full on towards the leg side, drifts towards leg side, has given wide some extra run to Ruby Home Stilicho Titans, but by the looks of it, extras is what that they are getting at this point in time. If we talk about it, out of 37 runs, 7 has been extra runs that has been given to them. One more extra run. Tej, you cannot let this slip. I think you are in the verge of writing your own history in terms of Kapila, Safe, Oksundo strikers. Restrict Ruby Holmes Stilicho Titans, and Ruby Holmes, it's on you right now. Subhas and Prashant, play the key and crucial role that the team wants you to be delivering at this point in time. You cannot let the game just flow ahead like this. You need to build a steady partnership. You need to put the runs in the board with non-risky shots. And that's what they have been doing, just down the leg to steal 1 run. Field does well. This is the end of 11 overs where Ruby Holmes Stilicho Titan stands at 39 for 5. That ends the spell, the allocated quota of overs for Tej Chand today. He delivered the way the captain wanted him to, the way his team wanted him to. 4 overs bowled, 12 runs conceded for 2 wickets. Economy of 3. Look at that figure. Look at the delivery of Kapila Sefoksunder strikers, what they have been able to pull off at the end of 11 overs. That is some sensational start. That is a brilliant start. Saksham Dhakal in next. He had his first over exceptionally bowled. He only conceded 1 runs. No bowler in the attack has been very much of a threat to their own team today. Saksham gives a flighted delivery on full towards long on where the fielder fumbles. You cannot fumble. Just keep that electric energy that you had going through. Last game, he only bowled 2 overs and conceded 15, whereas today he's looking quite a good informed player. Again, a flighted delivery, given some room. There's a fielder out there who would be restricting the run, sending it back to the bowler. They could only grab 1 run out of it. Subhash Shah back in strike again. So Saksham is a part-time spinner for surprise. He's a sneaky tweaker, the way I see it. He has the capability. Look at the flighted delivery that he puts through. Some lateral movement on the air that we can see before even the ball is getting the hold of the ground and turning afterwards. 1 run sneaked in. Prashant Bista after 31 deliveries and 18 runs scored for the team. What can he do? Goes big, goes high, and there's a fielder underneath who grabs the hold of it. Once again, the wind is not just blowing on the ground but on the scorecard of Ruby Home Stilicho Titans, where the wickets are fumbling down like house of cards. No set batsman is there, no set momentum is there, no set partnership is there, nothing is set apart from the set thing of bowlers grabbing the wickets and making Ruby Home Stilicho Titans falter through the entire innings. 42 for 5. This is a worry. 42 for 6, ladies and gentlemen, sorry. This is a worrisome moment for Ruby Home Stilicho Titans dugout. Once again, if you have just tuned in, we are here on Expert NPL Australia Season 4, powered by Piranha. Our broadcast partner is Silahiti Broadcast. Tournament title sponsor is Expert Education and Visa Services. Official partners include Astute Finance, Hamro Jamgat Restaurant, Versatile Property Services, Sage Home Loans, Property Connect. Thank you so much, everyone who has tiered in the support, who has tiered in the existence in this journey of us going together and bringing us forth for this season 4 of Expert NPL powered by Piranha. The next batsman in is Suraj Rawal. Oh, that's a flighted delivery once again on the air. Hit across, and they are able to sneak into the bowler. Might be able to put in some run-out effort, but no. The batsman quickly made a ground of it. Suraj was able to sneak in 2 runs on his very first delivery. What has Saksham to offer next? Again, the flighted delivery on full. There's a fielder out there to cut it off. They are not letting them run in for the second at the moment. So that is the end of 12 overs. And we stand here at 45 for 6. Ruby Home Stilicho Titans. Current run rate flows in at 3.75 and the projected score is 75. What a brilliant day this has been. We have been observing some wind on the ground. A bright sunny day regardless. If you are nearby Punchbowl Oval, it's still not so late to come in and cheer your support for the team that you want to be winning today. Om Shah back into the attack. It's his 3rd over. He has completed his 2 overs where he was able to grab a wicket as well. And when I say a bit leaky today, it's just 6.5 runs. So you know how tight Kapila, say Folksunder strike has been today. That's been picked up. There's a fielder underneath. Tried. That was some effort out there, but it just fell shy of the fielder. Couldn't grab the hold of it. Nonetheless, couldn't gather the boundary because there was a fielder to cut short. Om Shah needs to be really precise, accurate on his line and length, which he always is. While I say this and while we are in this live journey, it has been an amazing ride of games today. They sneak in a run. There's a opportunity which could not be capitalized. It's all right if we talk about Ruby Home Stilicho Titans. They need these sneaky singles. They need these sneaky runs. They need to ensure that they gather some runs on the board before they invite Capella Sefoksundo strikers to pursue it. Goes big, goes hard, goes long, but is it long enough? Or just falls short, shy of the fielder towards long on. There were two fielders down there. It wasn't well connected. It was not as long as high as it went. Subhash Shah attempted this, and we can understand the thought process behind it as well. They are short of runs. They need the scoreboard ticking on as well. With all and every passing overs, it will be a struggle for them. They cannot be carrying on like this. Subhash once again defends the ball, does not opt for the shot that he went earlier. Whereas Om Shah, he is luring the batsman. He wants the batsman to take the shot. He wants the batsman to be lured enough so that he can grab another wicket in his account books. He goes in again. Om tries it, but just passes his fingers. I think he might have even been able to just touch past it as well. Couldn't do much. He tried his best, and that's the end of 13th over, where we stand at 50 for 6. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one more ball before the end of the over, where Omi is delivering his last over, 49 for 6. He goes in quiet and silent, where he attempts the shot again. Suraj Rawal, there's a fielder, and they only managed to secure one run. While I say this, we have Sumanji here with us in the commentary studio, and Sumanji will be co-commentating with me for the rest of these innings. Welcome, Suman.
Thank you, Ashish.
The next the next bowler in is Saksham again. Saksham will be with those flighted deliveries. Look at that. Look at the flight on offer. The batsman will be so tempted to go for it. What do you think, Suman? How does it look forward from here for Ruby Home Stilicho Titans?
Thank you, Ashish. Uh,
Saksham.
Knowing this pitch, we have played previously in this. We have played previously in this pitch, so we can definitely see that low scoring has been the history for this pitch. But yeah, the longer boundaries and the pitch is still wet and hard to play on as the start of the season. That's how the curator mentioned in the start of the day as well when you're doing the pitch report. So it's expected that we don't have higher runs here, but it's any total is not bad total here.
That is true. And oh, look at the juicy full toss out there. He had to go for it, but the fielder grabs the hold of it. And that is the end of Suraj Rawal. He could not capitalize on the juicy full toss that he had in front of him. And Saksham, once again with his flighted delivery, managed to grab another wicket. Such an outcome for Kapela Sefoksunder strikers, whereas Ruby Home Stilicho Titans 52 for 7.
They're crumbling now. They're crumbling, Ashish. And it was a juicy full toss. He could have hit anywhere in the ground, but he chose where the fielder was. Unfortunately, Capella didn't
drop those opportunities and they grab them. That's why I think they are in the position where they are now.
You are right. Absolutely. You are absolutely right. And look at that brilliant bowling performance from Kapilase Foxundo. What are your thoughts about it? Do you think it's the bowling attack that they have that is very attacking and aggressive, or is it the pitch that has come into play today?
When I was looking from outside, I can clearly see one thing. He is playing up a little bit. The ball is getting stuck in the pitch, which is making harder for batsmen to predict the bounce and the pace of the ball. However, the batsmen are doing well. Look, I think it's all about the pitch. But having said that, we should give all the credit to the fielding side and the bowling side that they have done exceptionally well here in this control ground.
The next batsman we have is Ashish Devkota. He has played 184 games. He's expert on what he does, so he knows how to handle the situation. It's just a matter of asking the question, will he do it?
Ashish Devkota is known for his explosive batting. He usually does the opening whenever he has played for the previous franchises. He has opened for any of the franchises. This is the first time I've seen him down the order. So let's see what's the strategy behind this from Ruby's captain.
Being an explosive attacker is something that they would be keeping in their arsenal. Again, the flighted delivery and just past the ball out there, but there's a protection out there. He wouldn't be able to secure more than one runs from that delivery. So while we are saying about it, I know you introduced Ashish on what he can do and things as such, but at this point of time, do you think aggressive batting and firepower is more important, or stabilizing the innings and going for shifty shots are more important?
I think looking at the pitch, I definitely think the rotating strike is the best option at this stage because you got still got 6 more overs, which is 36 balls. You can take a few chances at the end of the last 2 overs or 3 overs. But if you happen to keep the wicket like Vibrant did in their first game, I think they will be able to achieve at least some good score where they can defend it. I know it won't be an easy pitch to bat on, but having said that, we can't undermine the batting capabilities of Capella, say Foxundo strikers.
That is absolutely correct. Now, when we say that, do you think it is going to be Ashish Devkota that might potentially be someone who can be able to put some totals on the board to let Ruby Home Tilicho Titans produce some respectable totals? Or do we still have someone down the line who would be able to go through that regardless of what happens between the pair that are holding the ground at the moment?
For me, I think they are quite a stable batter. If they happen to take it all the way to the 20 overs, it will be a good total for Ruby Holmes. But I haven't actually seen the batting order of Ruby Holmes.
We will produce that to you right now on with our technical team here. So we have Sumit Raj Padal yet to bat, then Vivek Keshi, followed by the last Vivek Kandel.
Oh, I can see they are good hitters. I know Vivek Kesi, Sumit Padal. I haven't seen him much of his cricket, but having said that, Vivek Kesi, he also plays in Queensland where he has scored century in a few of the games as an opener. So I can see, and Vivek Kandel, he has also,
And the
and that's
batsman
a
has
huge shot. Just a short drop shot. I think it's the wind and the judgment that it's hard to play on in this pitch. And even this the player who was doing the fielding in long on reason couldn't get to the ball. And I think Ashish is requesting for another bat. He thinks the bat is not working for him.
That's an interesting move. Now, think about. I think about this quite a time, and it mesmerizes me on how much batters think that their, luck charm would be based on the bat as well. Do you think it's a luck charm factor, or do you think that the shots are not actually connecting?
I think looking at the pitch, we should give credit to the pitch, not to the lock. Oh, that's a very good fielding. That was attempted run, but he couldn't score any. And then Ashish is again uh, signaling for the bat. I think he is not happy with the bat that he has got.
Ruby Holmes Tilicho Titan today looks confused everywhere in terms of what it's going to be in terms of their arsenal, whether that be the weapon that they carry or how they strategize or how they execute. But I hope their bowling attack is as good as they can rely on, especially on the day that the batting falters.
Very true, Ashish. And that's a very sad bowling. That's down to the legs. Lucky that the keeper, wicket keeper, got it time, and it just got there was no any buys. Very good keeping by Bishal Thapa. And if you talk about the bowling attack, is it Om Shah Omi at this stage? He is quite a handy bowler. He has that quick arm ball that goes through, just mentioned, yep, through to the batters, and it had gone to the long on region. Sorry, long off region just for a single. And both Subhash Saha and Ashish, they were there, the prominent batter. So if they are there till another whatever over left, if they are there, then obviously they're going to make a huge impact. As you can see, I think both of them have understood the assignment, and there's a quick push for the two, but just went for a single. That was a good fielding. The ball didn't go past long than 40 yards. I think the ground is still very slow. The output is really slow that they are not able to, even when they hit it hard, it's not going all the way to the boundary like it was last week when it was in the gap, it pierced through and it went to the boundary.
That is correct. There's some.
And again, the busy long on fielder there. They've been trying to push. And after the 15th over, the score is 61 for 7, which Subhasa, he is the second player who has scored in double figure after Prashant Bista. And Ashish Devkota, he's there. He's playing quite well for now. 4 of 4 with a 100 strike rate.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have just tuned in, we are here at Punchball Oval on this expert NPL Australia Season 4 powered by Piranha. The official broadcast partner is Silahiti Broadcast. Tournament title sponsor is Expert Education and Visa Services. Official partners are Astute Finance, Hamro Jamgat Restaurant, Versatile Property Services, Sage Home Loans, Property Connect. Goes in the next ball. The batsman gives shit a shot. There's a fielder, but falls short of him.
As I mentioned, Ashish is an explosive batsman. He is not going any short. From the ground. He is taking the aerial route because he knows that this is the only moment that he can count on. And Saksham comes with another leg spinner. Oh, he was trying to pull the shot. Just went for the square leg for single. And Ashish is taking the aerial route, whereas Subhas is trying to capitalize on the weak balls or the bad balls.
Shubhas has now been there for a while. I think he understands the pitch now. I think he understands how the ball is moving. Saksham in again.
Oh, lucky that it almost castled his stumps to the pads, the bat, and over the stumps.
That is correct. I think this over we have seen a different line and length from Saksham. He was en route to more sort of flighted delivery on his last 2 overs, but this one, look at that. Oh, just missed that again as well.
That's a good chance created, and where he is luring the batsman to hit the ball hard. He is asking the batsman to hit. And you can see there is a fielder that is towards the long on cow corner region. Just a nudge over the long off for single.
What do you think the respectable total is going to be from here now on? And what do you think Ruby Holmes Stilicho Titans are capable of grabbing for next 4.1 overs?
From my point of view, I think the respective total will be 100. I think 100 and 105 would be a good defendable total, looking at the struggle that batsmen are facing here, including the first game. We have seen Ray Properties, who had the very good batting lineup, and they were derailed from their target because of the very good bowling attack from Vibrant Begna Stars. I think same thing here. I think 100 would be a very respectable total, but I doubt that within 4 overs they would be able to reach that. Because having there's a wind factor at this stage, that and obviously the long boundaries. So those two are the factors that is not helping the Ruby home Tilicha Titans batsmen.
That is correct. And we have once again Yogendra Karki in the bowling attack. Yogendra has been exceptional. 2 overs just for 4 runs where he grabbed 1 wicket.
With the
8 dot balls out of 12.
wow. Yeah, and I think this is what the pitch is giving as well. I know we do understand that Yogendra does have that quality that he has that experience of under 19 representing in national stage. Yeah, and he knows how to play with the pitch. So he is utilizing it very well, and we can see it in his figures, bowling figures, with the exceptional economy.
He goes in for his first delivery of the third over. And the batsman goes high.
High.
Batsman
And then-
goes up. There's a fielder underneath who
And-
grabbed. Oh,
and dropped
misses
it.
on that.
And dropped the catch, and that's a quick doubles. That's what they should be capitalizing on. Every run matters at this stage. Unlucky for Yogendra.
Yogendra would not be really happy about it. That catch was there for the taking.
Very true. And there's another shot, and it was a bit of uppish towards the cover region. And two fielders are converging. So they're trying to push for two, but it was just ended up in single. I think Ashish, they should be looking forward to, converting single into doubles at this stage from here onwards, because that's the only way that they could have a good total around 100 mark.
You're absolutely right.
Oh.
Attempts again, couldn't connect to it. Just past bat and pad towards the wicket keeper where he manages to cut the ball short and not allowing any runs to Subhash Shah.
Subhash Shah is a very temperament batsman. As you can see, he is not trying to hit any hard at this stage. I think he will hold his guns for another 2 overs before he start blazing.
We cannot wait for that. And it would be Kapila Seifoksundar strikers wanting to get rid of him before that. Yogendra Kaki would be doing anything in his power to make him go back. Now we have Ashish Devkota on strike. 10 balls, 9 runs.
Oh, it
he-
almost went. I think. Where did it hit? Did it hit the pads? Did it hit the stumps? Did it hit the bat? They're asking all sorts of questions to umpires.
But what umpire said is, regardless it hit anywhere, it's not out.
Umpire's call is the last call. And Ashish taking his guard. And that's another shot over the long off for single. Have you noticed, Ashish, that Ashish has been, the batter Ashish has been trying to hit the ball in the air, to aerial area where he's trying to score some runs, because I think that was the reason that he was sent down here as I think impact batter to make an impact.
Okay, I didn't have that information. So he's an impact batter for today who was brought in to not let the sip of Ruby Holmes Tilicho Titans sink today in the vast ocean of nowhere, because Ruby Holmes Tilicho Titans absolutely need some runs, and it is going to be a mere tough task for them because Avinash Bora is back on strike. Third over in this last spell for him. Avinash grabbed 1 wicket just for 8 runs, and it is going to be a tough task for Ashish Devkota to go against him and score some runs for his team.
And I think Avinash has got 2 overs, so he will be bowling 18th and the 20th over. And that's another hit. It's again the aerial, and this plays underneath. And easy catch taken at the end of the day.
That's what Avinash Bohra was there for. That's what Avinash Bohra delivers. That's what Avinash Bohra does daily as a bread and butter for himself. That's what Avinash Bohra does when the captain asks him to do so. And that's what Ashish Devkota should not have done against him. Unfortunate for Ruby Holmes Tilicho Titans. They are 69 for 8. Heavy trouble. black cloud looming right in front of them.
And that's very true. Look, and I think I was mentioning just the ball before that Ashish has been hitting the shot aerial. Every shot that he has played, he has gone for the aerial shot, and which was not helping. It was just a matter of time that one of the fielder would have got him. He was also missed. His catch was also missed by one of the fielder from Capella, whereas this time the fielder was right underneath to grab a beautiful catch.
We have Vivek Keshi in next. What are your thoughts on him?
He is one of the good player of the turf, so I've got yet to see him because he's against Abhinash Bohra, and that was a very good ball towards the stumps, and he declined it and said, "No, I want to see a ball first."
How brilliant is Avinash? Look at him ball. Look at his composure. Look at his run up. Look at his delivery. Look at his execution. Look at the fire on his delivery. Look at how he delivers the ball. That is some unplayable ball that he delivers towards the latter end of the innings.
Yeah, with mixing with those variables, he just bowled a slow one, which didn't even carry to the keeper. So that's a very smart bowling from Bohra, and that's what he's known for. That's what he was there in the national team. And that's a huge shot by Vivek Keshi, and and that's a that's a good catch. The the fielders are claiming the catch, so we are just waiting for the final signal. Okay, the batsman is walking away, so that has been clearly out. So Ruby Holmes are in all sorts of trouble, losing their 9th wicket for mere 69 runs. I know that the batting has been tough in this pitch, but they are in all sort of trouble after this catch.
How brilliant has the bowling attack been from Kapela Safe Oksundo strikers? How brilliant everyone has delivered. Ashish Devkota has gone just before Vivek Keshi has gone back again, facing 2 balls. It is one of a kind of a bowling attack from Kapela Safe Oksundo strikers today. Tej Chand, Abhinash Bohra, Yogendra Karki, Om Shah, Dipendra Thapa, Saksham Rakal, everyone delivering the moment when the team wants them to. And now with this ball, Avinash is the leading wicket taker in today's game for them.
Oh, that was a good ball down the line.
We have Vivek Kandel in. He's a right-hand batsman for
Tilicho.
Ruby Holmes Tilicho Titans.
And he's also one of the prominent batter. He used to open for his team, so but he's unfortunately batting at number 11, and he's trying to stay alive. I think that's what the instruction from the captain is: to stay alive for next 3 overs or next 2 overs, whatever they have got, because I think they would like to nudge some runs around to have a respective total.
That is correct, and also maybe the intent is to let Subhas face as many deliveries as possible because he's a new batsman out there. He might not be able to understand the condition as it is of right now and might lose the wicket, which might prevent for Ruby Holmes Tilicho Titans to grab some additional runs off Subhas Shah if they can possibly manage to do so.
Yeah, man, that's what I think they will try to do. They'll try to keep him off the strikers. It's in the 18th, 19th over now we are coming to, and Yogendra Karki is back on attack. So
when you said they would try to, they would definitely try to, but I don't know how they would be able to achieve it against Yogendra Karki. Yogi Power is right there. Jersey number 37 running in to deliver the next.
Oh, that clearly almost clipped the bails off the stumps. That was a very good bowling from Yogendra Karki.
Indeed was a good bowling. Subhas Shah, he's in a position where he needs to deliver. He needs to deliver for his team, and that's what he can do. There's no point for him to grab one run at this point of time, maybe 2s, but if not, he needs to aim higher because Vivek Kandel at other end might not be the best option for Ruby Holmes Tilicho Titans to count on right now.
And there's a quick flick of the wrist from Subhasa and at the misfield, and they capitalize on it, and they have taken 2 runs off it. And have you noticed the prominent bowlers such as Dipendra Thapa, who was man of the match in last game, he hasn't bowled a single over today for Capella. And look at the bowling depth that they have, the Capella and Piyush, who is also has also represented in the New South Wales interstate team as a prominent bowler, and he has not bowled a single over today. Are
That
you
is
surprised?
very interesting and surprising as well. But to give the momentum to Capella, say Folksunder strikers, I think it is working for them. So they might not want to stir the pot as much as possible if it is working out for them, right?
True, true, and that's a quick flick on the long on reason, and that's another misfield. And Vivek is running for the second one. He's safely home, and they were able to grab 2 more runs here. I think this is what they wanted. Whenever I think Vivek comes in strike, the only thing that is in his mind is to give strike to Subhash, and that is a quick running between the wickets. A bit of a fumble from this player, fielder, and they were capitalized. They were able to capitalize 2 runs.
Last ball from Yogi. Will he be able to grab one more wicket in his account? Will he be able to deliver what his team needs? Unfortunately, not as of now, but he has just conceded 1 run, which means that Subhash will be keeping the strike.
And the total of 74 for 9. Ruby Home Silicha Titans. They are in all sort of trouble, but having said that, this is the last over, so they have to break it or make it from here. They've got only 6 balls to count on, 6 legal deliveries to count on.
That is correct. And before we jump onto the last over of the first innings, we want to acknowledge broadcast partner Silahiti Broadcast, tournament title sponsor Expert Education and Visa Services, official partners Astute Finance, Hamro Jamgat Restaurant, Versatile Property Services, Sage Home Loans, Property Connect, to this Expert NPL Australia Season 4 powered by Piranha.
So here comes Avinash Bora with his final over against Subhas. Try to put a good length, but pulled short and no runs taken. Oh, do you think it's a risk at this stage, Ashish, not adding any runs in the total?
I think it is for them to decide that. But having said that, from our perspective, it is Subhash who has faced most deliveries. It is for him to put some runs on the board. I don't think Vivek would have managed to handle that at this point in time. I think it was a wise decision for him not to grab 1 run.
Oh, that's a wild hog. And missed it, and he didn't even look for the runs. He just stayed in his crease. So the idea is clear. He gonna take strike for all the rest 4 balls.
If the next 4 balls are just the way it has been for the innings that produced the third ball of the over, and Subhash has attempted a shot, they might be willing to go for 2, but unfortunately stuck to 1 run. If it is now Vivek Kandel on strike, he has faced 2 legal deliveries for now. It is going to be his third. Avinash has 3 more deliveries before he can secure another wicket, before he can put some glorified totals from the bowling perspective on the board.
And that was a low ball, that ball that was stayed low, and it was not much of pace on it. So Avinash knows that it's the tail ender, and he wants the tail ender to put the effort in the shot, and it will end up in the fielder's hand. And he made some room towards the point region, and it has gone down to and there's a very, very good fielding by the fielder there. They were able to grab 2 more runs, which added a valuable 2 runs at this stage. For final ball to go, 77 for 9 wickets.
The last ball of the over, ladies and gentlemen, on this very first innings between Ruby Home Stilicho Titans and Capella Say Folksunder Strikers. Avinash is bowling the last delivery and misses everyone. They managed to sneak in 1 by run, and that's the end of 20 overs allocation for Ruby Home Stilicho Titans. They managed to score 78 of 9. A brilliant effort from the bowling side. Capella, say Folksunder Strikers, where Tej Chand bowled 4 overs and grabbed 2 wickets. Avinash Bora, the top of the peak, 4 overs and grabbed 3 wickets. Saksham Dhakal grabbed 2 wickets. And then Yogendra and Om grabbing 1 wicket each, whereas Dipendra did not bowl today. A valiant effort from Kapila Seyfoksundar strikers from the ball. Let's see what they have to deliver through the bat. Will Ruby Homestilicho Titans be able to restrict Kapila Seyfoksundar strikers under 78 runs? That's what they would be aiming at. That's what we'll be covering after this short break between the innings. We'll see you, both Suman and I will see you after this short break in the second innings.
Stay tuned, guys. Season 4, fourth game. Capella Fox on the Strikers versus Ruby Home Teenager Titans. We are here back with the live. We got two openers here. Kritan Tamraka, he's not a new name for our Nepalese community, and the partner for him is Dipendra Thapa. He has been upgraded his position from number 4 to the opener. That's a change from Capella Fox on the Strikers. Okay, here goes the baller is Vivek Casey. Vivek Casey coming from South End. And that's a quick nudge. Good fielding. Went for the dot. Select now. Vivek Casey and Kritan Tamrakar has been playing together in the same team for a while. Last 2 seasons they have been playing against each other. And that's a good shot, uppish shot towards the coverage, and just went for a single run. And that brings Dipendra Thapa on strike, the man in form, the man with the bat who can change the tide of any side to his favor wherever he plays from. And it's a good change that we could see from Capella Fox on the Strikers, that Dipendra has been uh, stepped up for the opener's position from second down. Let's see what Dipendra has to offer in this new position. And straight away, he has gone the upper shot towards the mid-wicket region for 2 runs. And that's an appeal, or that's a cheer from the crowd for Dipendra Thapa.
And he equally deserves this as well. Dipendra scored 26 runs off 18 balls in the last game. Let's see what he has to offer today.
And look at him, despite of the target, he's not settling now. He's trying to score runs. He's trying to capitalize the power play.
And I think that that's the way and intent that they need to carry on, because it's not just the win, it's the run rate that is going to matter towards the latter half of the season as well. So I think if they capitalize on it now, it is going to be very cruising to them along the way if things come down to net run rate down the line.
Yeah, but I think since they are already on the top of the table, they would look for the net run rate, to be honest. And I think that's why Dipendra has been sent up in the order. Oh, that was a good shot, but unfortunate for Ruby Home Teenage Titans.
Very lucky. Very lucky was he that it didn't carry forward, and the fielder was just 2 steps away from where the ball landed.
That was a good call. I think batsmen are struggling to hit, as I mentioned before as well. Oh, and that's a huge shot towards the long orange. The fielder coming underneath. And that's a nice effort, but it went down. And there, the batsmen are running for 2 runs.
Between two fielders, just where that landed, I think the intent is shown clearly. I think they are there not to mock around. I think they have tried to display themselves as the authoritative figure. Kapila Foxunder Strikers means business. Kritan Tamrakar and Dipendra Thapa means business. So it would be a strong play of game moving ahead from here. End of over 1, 6 for 0.
And we can see that Capella are not holding it back, even despite the less target. They are still trying to get worked on this power play. And that's a good bowling change now. Harjaz Singh is back onto the attack.
How good is he with those bouncy short balls that he has to offer? Harjas Singh.
Yes, but having said that, it's a different pitch today. It was a synthetic pitch last week with favoring conditions for the easy pickings, but today is a hard pitch, so he can do much bigger damage than what he did last week.
Indeed, he can. And look at him placing his field the way he wants them to be, not giving any room to the batsmen in case that they would be wanting to go on aggressive from here.
And talking about aggression, and Dipendra is showing his aggression. He is not holding back. Doesn't matter it's a pacer or the spinner. He is swinging his bat.
He didn't get to ball today, so fair on him that he's showing the aggression out there, but it's a good aggression that he's showing. I think it's for the team. It's for him to step up and be present on this role that the team demands him to be on.
Very true, and it's a very interesting change that Harjaz Singh has come to ball in a power play. Do you think it's a good move when you have very low total to defend?
We
And
will
that's a huge shot towards the cow corner for 6.
Just when we said we'll try to find that out, Dipendra has shown what he's capable
Kritan.
of by sitting at the other side and letting Kritan do the damage out there. 6 runs. And that was massive. That was huge.
Kritan is known for his explosive batting. He is not an easy customer to bowl at.
Indeed, they are. And they have shown their dominance both from the bowling side and now in the batting as well.
True, and as I was explaining, that is the Harjaz Singh a very good option to bowl in a power play. He could have been a very handy bowler after the power play where you have many fielders outside because you have a very less protection at this stage. Oh, that's a flighted delivery, trying to lure Kritan to hit that another same area where they have placed one fielder towards the deep mid-wicket region and cow corner region.
That is true. We have 2 more ball to find out if this was a good move by the captain.
And that's a close call.
Yes, just past the fingers from the fielder out there, but there was a fielder to protect the ball from reaching the boundary. We could not ask for more from the opening pair. I think they have done good to establish themselves. I think they have done good to show the intent. I think they mean the business in every possible form of way.
It is, and I think that is the message from the captain from the dugout that no matter what, we're gonna get our target. And that's a fumble against the umpire, and they were able to grab 2 runs. It's fortunate and unfortunate for the Ruby Home Tilly's Titans that luck is not in their way today.
When it does not work in any way, shape or form. Everything goes against them, and unfortunately it is Ruby Home's Tilicho Titans on the facing side of it.
Very true, and here comes the captain himself, Hemant. So the previous over was bowled by Vivek Keshi, who was okay, but looking at the run rate, it was he just got scored for 6 runs, which does seem a bit a lot at this stage when you look at the target.
Absolutely. Look at that strike rate that they are striking on. I know it's just too early to say, but it's the end of 2 overs. But they have poised themselves in a very comfortable position at this time.
Very true. And even looking at the run rate, they are currently sitting comfortably at 8 runs and over, rather than 3.5. Where the required run rate is 3.5, they are comfortably sitting 8 without losing any wicket. That's the high, major factor that they haven't lost any wicket.
What do you think? By the end of next 2 overs, can we call this game a thriller?
I doubt. Depends if any of them stays on the crease or not. Whoa, and that's a aggression from the both in, and there's a good bit of a stare from captain of Ruby Home Tilicho Titans.
That's a cracker of the delivery. He read the movement of the batsman and then kept it very short, not letting him get enough room to have a flick on that ball.
True, and the ball even didn't come, didn't bounce as much as Kritan has thought. So he he was surprised by that low bounce. But having said that, Hemant does have a very good pace when it comes to fast bowling.
Here goes in Hemant again for his third ball of the over. And Kritan just shows the bat to it. Not
Delicately pushing towards the long off reason.
not a clean hold by the fielder out there. And they managed to get one run from there.
And there's a bit of slightly fielding change for Dipender Thapa. The long on was outside and he's coming in. And he has opened the cover, reason for Dipender Thapa to play up his shot.
What has Dipendra to offer at this time? And he goes in again. There's a fielder out there, won't let him pass for any runs.
It is a dot ball, very good dot ball. And Hemant knows that if it's not him, then it's no one who can make an impact. And he is trying to make an impact for his team, leading from the front.
True. And what I had been observing is with Sandeep Lamichhane, Avinash Bora, and a lot of players who have played under 19 and are now on this field here, do we think we are going to see more of superstars next season as well?
It's a very good question. I think if any of the Nepalese national player who wants to join in, they might be able to, but depending what their national duties are rostered for them. We were lucky to have them have here this season because they were here for the T20 top league T20 series where they could come in Australia, and they have joined us in this tournament.
Just while we say that, the ball has now been flicked to the boundary by Dipendra Thapa. 10 runs from his 7 balls, and it's a bit of a worrying start for Ruby Home Stillshire Titans. They could not perform well with the bats as a team, and now they are giving way too much right from the very start to Kapila Safe Oxender strikers, where the required run now has come down to mere 58 of 102 balls. Just the sound of it makes me tremble. Next in is, after the change of the over, we stand at 3 overs done, 21 for none. Dipendra Thapa individually scoring 10 runs from 7 balls, whereas Kritan Tamrakar is at 11 of 11. We now go in for the first delivery of the first over. That's picked high. There is a fielder nearby, and he manages to stop it, but cannot stop the 2 runs off the bat from Dipendra Thapa. The bowler in is Saroj Karki. He's been smacked for 2 runs on his first delivery.
And look at the scores after 3.1 overs. They are already in 23 runs. They are not thinking of holding it back. That's wide delivery, gifted, single runs. They can't afford any extras at this stage with the total of very low that they have posted.
Just a pinch of salt to the wound out there. He goes big, he goes high. There's a fielder underneath who cannot keep the ball on his hand, and unfortunately it is not something that Ruby Home Stillshire Titans would want. They have missed a catching opportunity, and Dipendra Thapa has capitalized on it. They have also leaked 2 runs.
So it was just a single, to correct you, Ashish. That's why when it happens. So Kritan, that's another stumping chance missed. I think it's not going in their favor today. The Ruby Home Stillshire Titans, they have been very unfortunate in terms of fielding. And that's again aggression. That's in the gap from Dipendra Thapa. He has got a quite strong region on his cover side, and that went for 4. Pierce the gap, and we hardly see any fours from the bat or batters today. And look how comfortable both Kritan and Dipendra are looking, and looking at the experience and the form they have.
That is correct, and it's almost that our technical team had almost forgotten on what the 4 transition would look like, what a 6 transition would look like. But looks like by the bat of Dipendra Thapa, this is going to be a constant reoccurrence down the line. And I think you were telling me earlier that it is going to be quite a struggle with the bat, but doesn't look like it, Suman.
Yeah, I think the experience has come into play, where Dipendra and Kritan are handling really well with at these conditions. And that's another wild slog from Dipendra, which went for single.
What establishing first wicket partnership. 30 runs off just 3.5 overs.
Alright, so we've got here Lochan back into our commentary box. Welcome back, Lochan, and I'll be signing off, and I'll hand over mic to both Ashish and Lochan from here onwards.
Thanks, Suman. Welcome, Lochan.
Thank you. Kapala, nicely placed. 30 runs of 4 overs so far. No wickets lost. Hemant Acharya runs in. Big hip towards the deep mid wicket. There is a fielder there, but it doesn't bother Dipendra. And that's kind of a cricket that I think the teams should be playing. Assis. A lot have been gone in leaving the deliveries and playing the dot balls, whereas the intent is quite lacking when it comes to. There is runs on this pitch. Of course it's harder, but the batsmen have to find a way to score runs. Don't you think so?
Absolutely, and rightly said as well. We have Kritan facing the ball, and just on the block hole given by the umpire. That was very close, and umpire thinks it would have hit the wicket. LBW Kirtan Tamrakar. Hemant puts in a trap where Kirtan Tamrakar falls. First wicket down, first success for Ruby Homes Tilichu Titans.
Brilliant Yorker. Right under the bat, and seemed like it was drifting down, and Kritan was too far on his off stump. Found it missing, hit in the pads, and given by the umpire. So that's a first breakthrough for Ruby Homes Tilichu Titans, and it can be the beginning of a twist in the tale. But that is to be unfolded in the minutes to come. Whereas at the Monument, Dipendra Thapa is still there with 16 runs of 11 deliveries. New batsman comes to the crease, Hemanta, the captain, bringing in the first successful delivery for his team. 31 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. Assis, for this game to be any closer or any thriller, it has to be about wickets, not the overs.
That's what I was just trying to tell you when you said there's a twist on the tail. I think Ruby Homes Tilichu Titans require a lot of twists. I think they are going to need to twist it the way they can, as many twists as possible, perhaps 9 more twists before they can actually call it a day.
Absolutely, that's a lot of twist in there. I mean, 9 twists that you demanded. Hemant runs in. The batsman on strike, drives it towards the cover. A quick single taken, misfield. No chance of a run out, safely home. So that's the new batsman, Raju Neupane. He is one of the very well-known cricketing genius in Nepalese cricket diaspora in Sydney. He has even traveled interstate where he has participated in different tournaments where like tournaments like T10 and he has scored hundreds or scored a century in a T10 match. It's a massive. Dipendra back on strike. Gold for a whack towards the mid on. No runs taken. Straight to the field. So we have
Just while we are saying that, Lochan, for all our live viewers in YouTube, we have a poll released where we are asking you, will Capella be able to chase the target? Just put down your answers on the voting section whether you think they will be able to, as yes, and if not, no. We'll be looking forward to your responses and replies.
Hemant goes in, Deepu goes for that wild hog. It is vacant. The ball was too much in the air, but safe. That's another easy two. Dipendra Thapa continues his merry way in terms of batting. Raju Neupane, 1 runs of 1 over at the non-striking end. Hemant Acharya, can he write another wicket in this over? There is 1 ball to go. Dipendra, as known, and his intent shows it. He is going to attack. He is going to play that shot. There is a fielder at deep mid-wicket, cow corner, stationed. Will he play any shots there? Dipendra has been attacking. Full delivery right on the stumps and underneath the bat. But safely played towards mid-wicket for a single.
How easy has Dipendra made it look to play balls like this? Especially this last ball was a tight of a delivery. Still, he managed to sneak in a run from there. How brilliantly executed from his end, regardless of how amazing Hemant was from the other end.
No, absolutely, Assis. And there's two facets of play today, what we have seen in these two games. And coming up to this fourth innings of today, where there were 2 innings played in the first match and then the second inning in this second match, we could definitely see the difference that intent can make and understanding the game makes as well. Of course, scoring is hard, where the spinners has been quite successful. Um, but at the same time, if there was a time where the batsmen thought of scoring runs, they have been able to, rather than um, times where they have thought of defending the wicket and actually walked away losing their wicket. So we have seen it in both the matches today. It might be a little bit of a self-conscious in terms of batsmen thinking there is this game is played in the turf. Vivek Kessi, one of the veteran bowler, comes into his second over. Very promising in terms of his pace and swing. Gives away wide and a bye in the first delivery. 5 overs, 37 for a loss of 1 wicket. Kapila Sefaksundo is well and truly placed to win this game. But the game of cricket, we can't tell until the last ball is bowled. This one was drifting towards the pad, played towards the square leg, easy single. Comes Dipendra Thapa on strike, Assis.
What I'm going to tell you, Lochan, is definitely the last ball is not going to be bowled today. It is going to close off way too and early. If the last ball you meant is the last ball where they score the winning runs, different story.
And on the hindsight, I can also tell you it can be the last ball. Doesn't need to be the last ball of the 20th over. It could be the last ball where the 10th wicket is taken. So, I mean, of course, it does look far-sighted and far-fetched in terms of Kapila 39 for 1 and chasing a mere total of what they are chasing in this game. It doesn't look that 9 wickets will come easy. But all I'm saying is it's all about those 9 good deliveries. And it could just bring the demise. But well played again by Dipendra Thapa. They're safely done. Playing up in the air is not his concern. He is more than happy to take his risk where he gets his reward, which is why we can see he's already 21 of 15 deliveries. And that's the intent that I'm talking about. The standard and the level of cricket that NPL brings in. Of course, the bowler has been amazing throughout the day. Of course, there has been instances where there has been brilliant fielding. But the one and number one reason for the batsman to come into the crease is to score runs. So
whether the spinner is into the play or a fast bowler is into the play, or how well a bowler is bowling, as a batsman, your role is to find a way to score runs. Not the dot deliveries, but the runs. And this is where a lot of teams have lagged behind, but not Capella. Capella has shown how important it is to keep it nice and tight and keep chipping wickets in the power play when they are bowling. Where Chand, oh, beautifully done right there, using the pace of the bowler. Might not have the legs to get to the boundary, but another easy double there. 2 runs scored by Raju Neopane. And this is what I was just talking about, Asis. It's never about T20. It's not about just scoring boundaries every deliveries, and that's not how you think. You play the merit of the ball. It's still the see the ball, hit the ball, but understanding what the bowler is doing, what the opponent captain is planning, and then making your game plan. This is drifting towards the leg. It might be off the thigh pad. We'll wait for the umpire's decision. And that is signal leg by yes. So that's another run. So Asis, this is where I'm coming from. If Capella can do this 45 for 1, of course Capella is bowling well. The other teams are bowling well as well. Every team has a very prominent bowling attack. The batsman's intent has to be understanding what bowler is bowling, understanding what the captain is setting him his wickets for, and then making their plan and strategies based upon this actual instant gameplay. There cannot be a pre-planned shot or a pre-conscious decision on playing the deliveries. And that's how it is in terms of T20. It's a game of minimum overs, limited overs, that's what we call it. From 50 down to 20 overs. These batsmen has to be proactive, like what Capella is doing. What do you think, Asis?
Absolutely, so brilliantly put on words. I am amazed by the way you have put it into words and executed right in front of me. That's so much of an analysis brought together with mere couple of words executed beautifully. Great work, Lochin. And after the power play, Kapila Save Foksundo strikers are at 45 for 1. Dipendra Thapa has been the leader on this, where he has stepped in and acted as the aggression that the team wanted him to act on. 22 out of 17 balls. Raju Neupane from the other end supporting him on the journey, 4 out of 4.
45 for 1 after 6, and in comes the bowler. We have a change in bowler. On strike is batsman Raju Neupane, and bowler is the captain Hemant Acharya. Towards the long leg, a chance of a run out. Is there one? No, good running between the wickets. Dipendra Thapa has been very proactive, and he has actually more than happy to get and take those strikes, because one of the positives for Saif Oksundo has been his intent of trying to score runs every deliveries. He has not cared about any fielder in the deep, but if there is a ball to be hit, he is going after it. And that's how Dipendra Thapa plays. Same way, Hemant Acharya brings himself back because he wants this prized wicket. Who will win? We'll see. Driven straight, fielded by the captain, the bowler himself. Beautiful delivery, a dot.
That is right. And it is an amazing sight, especially with the low scoring totals that we have seen this morning in all the innings, on how well executed Dipendra looks, how aware he looks, how he has seen the field, how he has observed every single gaps, how well the ball has connected to his bats. Right to the fielder, he manages to sneak in a single. Kapila moved to 47. That brings Raju Neupane on strike.
That's expected from Dipendra Thapa. Very clever in sneaking runs, and this is where the batsman has to be proactive. Sometimes you have to stay deep in the crease, nudge the ball around, just tickle it fine towards the leg or the fine third man, and it still runs there. Or sometimes use your power or use the vacant areas where the ball are there to be hit. Raju on strike. down the leg side, not a good delivery, signaled wide by the umpire. So Hemant has to be, I mean, defending a low score. It is crucial for the bowler to keep it tight and not give much space to the batsman to play the shots. Raju Neupane so far is 5 of 5 runs. He has been quite able to rotate the strike and stay happy. A happy chappy customers when it comes to Tilicha Titans. Let's see what Hemanta can deliver this next delivery. Raju goes big over the cover. Beautiful shot at the forward point. Would that not carry for a boundary, but an easy 2 runs. Beautiful. Good work there and a nice display of shot making. It didn't matter to him that it was aerial. He took his chances because the ball that offered a width, he played the shot. And Raju Neupane, he is known for this capability. He is very capable batsman. I have mentioned earlier, he has traveled interstate like to Victoria and played these T10 competitions where he has actually scored few centuries already. So amazing player. Hemant runs in, Raju on strike. Oh, the ball takes an extra bounce, beats both of them.
Interesting. That's such an interesting insight, especially with someone as capable as scoring century while landing into T10 games. It is an amazing insight, Raju. We might see more of some firepower of him. The game should not go for longer by the looks of it, and Hemant and team are trying their best, trying really hard to find a way into this game, and they must as well. Beats the batsman. Hemant well executed. That brings the end of the over 7, and it is 50 for 1 where Kapela Seyfoksundo strikers stand.
This game is finally placed for the Kapela to win. Just 29 runs needed of the remaining 13 overs. Plenty of deliveries, plenty of wickets, 9 wickets in hand. Let's see what Hemant brings in for as a change bowler. It very well could be Mr. Sumit Raj Padal.
Lochan, we have the poll results from our YouTube live viewers that they have presented us with. And what do you think the results are?
Oh, beautifully played. That was given there to be hit. 2 full. And Dipendra, before the ball was full enough, he knew. He was set up to play down the leg side. And beautifully done. Aerial, but important. No fielder present there. Easy boundary. Dipendra Thapa is playing gem of in his inning. Again, he is well known in cricketing diaspora in Sydney as a Mr. Player of the Match, Thapa. Sometimes people call them Player of the Match brothers. The Sisir Thapa from Gokyo Heroes and then Dipendra Thapa from Seyfoksundo Strikers. Another big blow. Is it crossing? It did. Indeed. If these kind of words are not used for Dipendra Thapa. Dipendra Thapa writes the story. He drives the delivery. He rides the full tosses. And when he hits, the ball stays hit. And Dipendra Thapa, back to back, scoring shots. 1 for a boundary and 1 for a 6. What a player. 33 runs of 22 deliveries. Again, drives it towards the cover. Beautiful shot. What a display of batsmanship from Dipendra Thapa. Moves on to 41 of 24 deliveries. He is showing everybody how to play.
With the shots like that, he is not Dipendra Thapa. He is deep under Thapa, and he goes deep under the skin of the bowler. He didn't let the bowler breathe. He didn't let him take a breather. Look at him. 41 of 24. He's in a hurry. He wants us to go home so quick. Look at the shot again. Opted for it. Gone for it. And kisses the boundary. It is a boundary 4 again. He moves to 45 of 25 and his half century just few inches away from the site. With the YouTube poll that we have, I'm pretty sure it's going to increase now, but as we checked, it was 87% who thinks Capella Safe Foxunder Strikers will win today's game, and 13% thinking Ruby Holmes Tilicho Titans still have a chance. He just lets it flow to the fielder's hand. With that comes to the end of over 8, where Capella Safe Foxunder Strikers reach 68 runs mark. They only need 11 runs from 12 overs.
This is a big competition. There is a big thriller, a big suspense building. And the big suspense in the second game of the week 2 of NPL season 4 is, will Dipendra Thapa get his second player of the match, or Avinash Bora will win it? Avinash Bora has taken 3 wickets. That means he has got 60 points. Whereas Dipendra Thapa is on 41. 11 needed, he can get up to 52. If he can do some magic, he has to go past 60 to win it against Avinash Bora and snatch another player of the match. Can the player of the match, Thapa, win the player of the match? That's a big question. Besides that, do you think there is any even doubt that this game is not lost for Ruby Tilicho Titans Assis?
Sanjay Bhatta needs to be magical, not just magical, out of the world, for something like that to happen and take Dipendra Thapa out of strike before having any opportunity on that.
Dipendra does it well to just nudge it towards the backward square leg fielder, but he would be actually not happy with that shot. Sanjay Bhatta actually catered to his options where there was no fine leg and he could have played anywhere that behind the square. Played straight to the fielder. Raju plays it all over, and Sanjay Bhatta may be late but brings this knocks, brings this breakthrough where Raju Neopane will be walking out. A minor sense of happiness for Ruby Tilicho Titans compared to the perspective of this game. Assis, Ruby Tilicho Titans at the moment is too far down the drain.
They indeed are, Lochan. They indeed are. I think they lost this game quite a moment ago, but still, with Sanjay's presence, maybe there's the sprinkle of magic that is out there. Maybe if he sprinkles a bit more of his magic, maybe if he constrains a couple of the incoming batsmen to duck outs or even 0 outs, you never know what things can turn down the way.
Absolutely. And this is going to be a big blow, where in the first game today, we saw vibrant Begness Stars. They put themselves back on the board after that loss in the first week against Capella. Ruby Holmes Tilicho Titans are quite ready to get handed over the second loss of the season 4. And this time by Capella. We will see what is there to unfold. New batsman Yogendra Karki, the star, who has delivered with the ball today. Brilliant piece of a bowling and right implementations of the captain's plan. Yogendra deserves all the kudos. Dipendra Thapa silently just takes this team home. He is and will be the crucial player for this tournament for Capella. Safe Foxunder Strikers, Dipendra with his versatility, with his capability of playing all around the shots. Mr. 270, Mr. Player of the Match, goes to the long leg. Long off. Harjas Singh does the job, keeps it to single.
Yes, Lochan, I think he did quite well in there. Sanjay has completed his over for just 4 runs and he's picked up a wicket much needed for Ruby Home Stilicho Titans. I don't know if it is going to matter to them in the larger picture, but obviously for his own personal stats, it is going to count. They need only 7 runs. Do you think we will be done and dusted with this chase within 10 overs? By the looks of it, it is going to be so. All our online viewers, welcome to Expert NPL Australia Season 4 powered by Piranha. This is the last over, perhaps, if things do not go in favor of Ruby Home Stilicho Titans.
I was about to say bold call assist, but then I saw only 7 runs need to be scored. And yeah, I mean, this is going to be another futile effort from any team against Capella Sefoksunde Strikers. They just look too good this tournament. Gokyo, who won last week, lost today against Vibrant. But Capella, they just might, I mean, it is pretty damn sure it looks like it will be. It's just about when, not about whether they will or not. Looks like it is coming home soon for them, and they have been quite dominating, and it's looking like they're riding on that opening bowling of Avinash Bora and Tejchan. The maturity of the bowling and the sense of what is efficient in the turf games to the experience that they carry. I think all this is counting and riding the win for Capella, Assis.
That is indeed correct. I think Yogendra Karke is just playing it safe for now. I don't think he needs to take in any unnecessary risk at this point in time. Subhash Shah is delivering from the other end. 4 balls done for the over, and Yogendra is out there. Will he be able to take his team across? Sorry, 3 balls done.
Played up pitch to the hands, and that's the end of Yogendra Karki. Of course, that was enticing the batsman with the width. Subhash Saha did deliver that sort of a length delivery, and Point takes an easy catch. That's the absent-minded shot from the batsman, but I think that's what happens when it comes to these kind of wickets. By the end of the innings, by the end of the day, the wicket tends to get slower. He did see the width and the length, but could not capitalize. He couldn't place it well enough and taken easily at Point. Dipendra Thapa still stays tall in the middle. Might not be any drinks breaks in this game, in this innings, as the game is almost to the end. Drinks actually taken for Dipendra Thapa, of course, for his all the hard work. 44 runs of 28 deliveries. How do you see Assis Dipendra Thapa's inning of 44 runs of 28 deliveries, where every other batsman today so far has looked so much into the struggle of just understanding and reading the pitch, and Dipendra Thapa has just walked in and said, look, you guys do not dictate the terms. I read you the script that I have written. I will tell you how to bat, and he has just showcased it. And maybe this is just an example for the next week to come at the Punchbowl Oval for all the 4 teams to play. What Dipendra Thapa has shown today. The intent of scoring runs and how I can score the runs is rather more important than sticking around and just being there. And we'll see some change from next week, Assis. I'm actually quite optimistic about it.
That is correct. Before we jump onto that, we have Saksham Dhakal on crease as the next batsman alongside with Dipendra Thapa. He is there at 44, not out. And like you said, Dipendra Thapa showed what it looks like to be a part of NPL series. The bowler has drifted a bit leggish side and delivered a wide ball. Dipendra Thapa today batted there with constant grit and effort that put him in this situation where he has scored mammoth 44 runs just off 28 balls, and he deserves every bit of appreciation on a day where everyone struggled with the bat in both the games, where he is showing everyone around present around that it's a piece of cake for him. It's never a bad day for him. Like you said, on a last game. He was there, the player of the match with an injury, who struggled to come into the presentation ceremony as well, but despite that managed to do so today. Regardless of anything, with the batting effort, he is already a top contender.
End of 10 overs, and unfortunately, in any of those 3 innings today, we could not say after the end of 10 overs it's 73 runs. So, thanks to Kapela Sefoksunde strikers that they've scored 74 runs of the first half of their innings, and just mere 5 runs to be scored off the 60 deliveries to come whenever this game might end. Dipender Thapa is back on strike at 44. 5 runs needed for a win and a 6 needed for a 50. What is going to unfold, Asis? What is your prediction? I predict a 4.
The glory 6.
Clean bowled. Ladies and gentlemen, did he get clean bowled? No, he didn't. That was my excitement. Nothing hit nothing. It was all clear. Dipender Thapa, he wanted for that big whack. And that was against Sanjay Bhatta. He is quite cunning as well. Plays for Laliguras Cricket Club in NCAA. Grade A. Deepu plays it safe towards the forward point.
I think he's still going to opt for the glory shot of 6 out here. Nothing to lose for him. I think he has already proven his point. I think he has just established himself as someone dominant on this game. He's not being fearful about. He has maintained his authority over in both the games, suggesting that he is the one to be looked at. Everyone, the highlight should be on him. Dipender Thapa. He leaves the ball, lets it go past, respects the good delivery, not on his line, and chooses to wait for the next delivery to come through.
If I am Sanjay Bhatta, I would toss it up, let him play that shot for a 6, get him out. That is a big hip. There is no fielder. He waits for it, score a boundary, and he will take his team even further, close to the victory. At the moment, ladies and gentlemen, Kapela Sefoksunde strikers are on a tie. 78 for the loss of 3 wickets, 10.4 overs, and Dipender Thapa is on 48. Will he go for another boundary to bring his 50 and the win for his team, or just a single to win the game for his team? Whatever he does, he is doing it a beauty. And Dipender Thapa, you are a cricketing beauty. What a pleasure. What a promise that you have put forward. He wanted to nudge it towards the third man. There is no fielder out there, but a dot delivery.
ओभर भएन ए भल्ल सक्दियो यार भर्खरै यार स्कोररले नि पङ्गु बनाउँछन् यार कमेन्टेटरलाई
Situation of the game where the scores are now tied and Kapela Sefoksunde only requires 1 run. 1 run. Will it be the run? And it is indeed.
Saksam Dhakal says, let's win it. Dipender Thapa says, yes, let's win it. He stays 48 not out of 34 deliveries, where the game is won by Kapela Sefoksunde strikers, are rather defining, or rather after losing the toss, Sefoksunde strikers were asked to bowl. They bowled brilliantly, restricted the team for 78 for the loss of 9 wickets in 20 overs, supported brilliantly by the opening spell of Avinash Bohra and Tej Chand, supported brilliantly by all the bowlers that came afterwards. And Tilicho Titans, after winning the toss, choosing to bat, could not put up that score that could anywhere be close to challenging Sefoksunde strikers at the moment. Dipender Thapa stands tall with 48 not out to play again next game. Until then, congratulations Sefoksunde strikers. Good luck to Tilicho Titans.
That's it. Well put, Lochan. That's a Brilliant end to the second innings, and Kapila Foxunde strikers have won by 7 wickets. Interesting knock by Dipendra Thapa, very well deserved. That's the end of the second game. Before we move on to the post-match presentation, I would like to sign off alongside Lochan. We will be seeing you in the next game. Until then, see you, take care, and keep up an amazing work that you all would be doing on your daily life. Take care. Bye. Welcome, Piyush, and congratulations first. What are your feelings? I think, regardless of you win the toss or lose the toss, the the times that you have been bowling first has always come in your favor. Is it the streak that you'll be continuing ahead with, or what are your thoughts on that?
See, I'm more than happy to lose the toss rather than losing a game. See, toss is the first part of the game, but the thing is like it depends on the game how you perform. So either batting or bowling, we doesn't mind whatever it comes first. So we know we got a bunch of players who can change the game any heat of the moment, and but having Avinash and Tejda in our team is like it's like a very privileged for a captain that they are in our team, and especially Yogi bowling today, it's like cherry on top. So our bowling department, it's bang on target. Doesn't matter who is playing against us, and we're taking one game at a time, and we are very grounded. And yeah, and coming towards batting and Dibudai as usual, whatever position he bats on, he's the man for us. And yeah, our opener batsman Kritan doesn't. He's never to be ignored. Whenever he gets chances, he gives a very positive impact in the team and gives a start what the team needs for. And yeah, that's what we should continue in each of the game. And we are really heading to play Ray for the next game, and we know how Ray perform, and we will be keeping an eye on how we can do better for the team.
Thanks, Piyush. And before I let you go, just wanted to touch base on with the games that we have seen previously, with the innings that have folded up, all the games were quite low-scoring games. Before coming into bat, your team, did you think that it could be a potential hiccup just to chase the target, or there could be some hiccups down the way?
See, we had an eye on the first game early morning, and the pitch wasn't behaving very in favor of batsmen. So we kept that in mind, and that's what I've said. The toss didn't put any impact on us. We were eventually eyeing for bowling first, and that's what Hemant did. Hemant just did a job for us. So he won the toss, and he asked his player to bat on, and we knew what we were supposed to doing in the game. So yeah, but so the pitch will give a little bit of helps to both of the team in coming in as well. So we'll keep an eye whether we playing the same ground or we moving to some other areas. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on the situation how our team going to play.
Thank you so much, Piyush. Once again, congratulations, and keep the momentum going.
Thank you.
That time now where we invite on stage the man of the match for the game. It right, it's none other than Avinash Bohra. From his 4 overs. Congratulations, Avinash. Well played. And please may I present the match trophy to him before we continue ahead. Before I let you go, Avinash, a quick question to you. When the captain have asked, when your team have asked, you have always delivered. What are your thoughts? What done to you to be delivering in this manner? You would always deliver regardless where you'd be playing. But what is the difference between playing alongside Sydney Fox out here?
It's like टिम छ हाम्रो एकदमै राम्रो छ अनि जुन आजको विकेट थियो त्यो हिसाबले चाहिँ अब प्लान गरेको थिएँ अनि जे होस् टिम खेल्नुभन्दा अगाडि चाहिँ हामीले एउटा प्लान गरेर कि विकेट यो डिफ्रेन्ट छ बस आफ्नो प्लानमा जाऊ द्याट्स इट टिम चाहिँ राम्रो छ भनौँ
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Avinash, for your kind words. And that is it. The man of the match for the game, Avinash Bohra. Thank you so much, everyone, for staying tuned with us. That is the end of the second week on Expert NPL Season 4, powered by Piranha. We'll be catching you up here at Punchbowl Oval next week for 2 more games. It is going to be a thriller of a game next week as well. See you then. Stay tuned. Keep up the good work that you've been doing.
माइक अफ रहेछ नि त माइक अफ गरेर तिमीले हेर तिमीले माइक अफ गरेर म हेरेको हेरेछु यो होला म चाहिँ हेरेको हेरेछु भन्दै